Hi there MotoGP fans, you are here with the Architect and we're playing MotoGP20 on the Xbox. We're at Misano this weekend. I've just been in the FP sessions prior to recording this, and this is the last session of that one, and it looks like we're in a really good position for having a good result this time round. So we're going to forward onto this and get straight down into qualifying. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so here we are in the qualifying session in Q2 at the Misano Circuit. We're going to go straight down to track and we're just going to put in a storming lap. But first of all, we're just going to change the tyres. We're going to put a couple of softs on. Really confident about this weekend. I think the upgrades that we've had recently have really helped.
Just a few last touch-ups to his suit and helmet and he's ready to go. We've noticed that the mechanics have been really active in the last few minutes. Let's see if they'll make the difference on track.
Yeah, I think these upgrades have really helped this development work that we've been doing. But it's put us so far ahead of the field. But I'm going to take advantage of it because you never know, you only need one crash and you're done, aren't you? And we need the points because we're definitely in contention now. But I do like this circuit. It's got a mix of everything, hasn't it? Really tight corners, switchbacks like that, and it's got the really slow, long corners as well. Just love it, love it. Hard braking areas like this. So Jake Dixon in front of us. I've not seen him all weekend in free practice. Although I have seen Sam Lowe's and he keeps crashing, so I'm not sure where he is at the moment, but he's crashed so many times this weekend. I'm literally surprised he's got a bike. Jake Dixon looks fast. I hope this is not one of those tracks where you're fast in practice and then when it comes to qualifying in the race you can't keep up with the guys. I should be able to keep up with Jake. It's like, as you see now, 2 seconds in front in free practice. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to storm qualifying and come first. But that's what I'm saying. In free practice, it might seem really fast on the outskirts, but when you get down into qualifying it can be a different kettle of fish. Because I can't keep up with Jake here. 2/10 up then in the second sector. Come on Jake, you need to get out of my way. Oh, that was fast. Was caught a bit of the green though there. 6/10 up on the third sector. Bit of a wheelie as we come out there. Out on the grass a bit as well. Up in the third sector as well. I said that, didn't I? I'm that excited. Right, okay, 6/10 up then. So that's put us in first place. Let's return to pit. Let's see what's going on.
He's returned to the pit, but we can't tell whether he's satisfied with what he's done so far.
So Luca Marini is 8/10 behind us. I think we can go straight into the race with that. I think we've done it. I think we've done enough. Yeah, we have.
That's the end of the second and last qualifying session, and we can finally see the grid positions that await us in tomorrow's Grand Prix.
So the grid looks like this then, guys. So I'm on pole position, Luca Marini second, Bezzecchi in third. Bezzecchi is the guy we need to watch, as well as Marcel Schrotter. Now where's he come? Marcel Schrotter leading the championship at the moment. 2.5 seconds back, so he didn't have a good qualifying. It doesn't mean to say he's going to have a bad race though. Sam Lowe's, okay, he's had a better qualifying than he has free practice. So our target is Bezzecchi, Luca Marini and Schrotter. We need to get in front of those.
Greetings from the Marco Simoncelli World Circuit in Misano, where the Moto2 race is about to begin. The weather forecasts are very reassuring. We'll have sunny weather for the entire duration of the race. We're moving now to the Moto2 class grid, where engineers and technicians are ironing out the last few details before the race starts.
37 degrees on track, so that's slightly cooler than what it has been over the weekend. So we've been up in the 40s, so in terms of our compound we're going to go for a medium front, where I would probably have taken a hard front if we was in the 40s. So we're going to go medium. Let's put a few more laps in the tank just in case. I'm not so confident now. I've seen the qualifying session. So let's go to track, let's see what we can do. So Luca Marini's taken a hard soft, that's unusual. Navarro mediums. Hard mediums, some of the guys. Jorge Martin's on mediums, so a bit of a mix. Bit of a mixed bag. I think we'll be okay though with our tyre choice. Okay. Let's get a good start then. Let's try and keep the front wheel down. Yeah, we've got a good start, so we just need to get into the first corner. Oh, we've gone a little bit wide there. So we're still in front then after the first and second corner. But I'm not comfortable yet. The bike's a little bit all over the place. Let's have a look where we are. So it's Bezzecchi behind us, half a second behind us. We've got a crasher already, Chantra. Bit slippy there. We're at 0.8 now. So qualifying was a little bit faster, wasn't it, with the field, because we're darting ahead now, but we are in power mode 2 and we need to come out of that. But let's do the first lap and then we'll come out of it into power mode 1. That's a second in front now. So after the first lap then, power mode 1 now. After the first lap we're just over a second in front. We need to keep ahead of Bezzecchi. I'm sure he's chasing the championship now and he's still a contender for it. So we need to keep ahead of him. It's only 9 laps, but it's a short track, so it's going to go really quickly. Plenty of opportunity as well to make mistakes. 0.8 in front. Hard on the brakes there. You can feel the front all the way into that corner, moving around. I do like the track though. So we're still maintaining that gap, even though we're in power mode 1. That's so tight. 1.6 now. Okay, we're pulling away with this. Might be a bit boring to watch, but I don't want to let up any, because you give these guys an inch and they'll take a foot, and we do have our tyres to worry about. Really enjoyed this championship though, really enjoyed it. We've got the new game released soon, we assume. I don't think there's anything in concrete yet talking about the release and the date of the new game for this year. But I was a little bit late in obtaining this game, so I'm a little bit behind the curve in terms of doing the career mode. But I'm hoping that when the new game is released, we'll be able to get that game straight away. 2.5 seconds now in front. Yeah, maybe in the new game I'd like to see that the competition is slightly closer, even though you do your development, because what's happened here is we've done our development, we've not changed the AI difficulty, but as you can see, as we've developed the bike, we're starting to make a very obvious improvement over the rest of the field, although we've got a penalty there. And what we shouldn't have to do is improve the difficulty or increase the difficulty to compensate for the development work. We shouldn't have to do that, which is why I'm not doing it. You know, our last few races have been quite obvious in terms of the improvement, so I'd like to see that a little bit closer in the new game so it's not so obvious, and maybe the rest of the bikes improve as well out in the field. 3 seconds now, look, we're taking half a second out every race, out every lap. It's a bit silly, and I'm not pushing it. Sam Lowes is third, Marini fourth. I don't know where Marcel Schrotter is, I didn't get to see. The other thing I think I'd really like to see in the new game is improvement in the manual setup. How many of you guys are doing the manual setup in this game? Let me know in the comments. I think what I don't see is we have a chief engineer, and I'm not sure what he does. I'm really not sure what he does, because in the development, when we look at the development in the FP sessions, we do the development, they collect the data, but what I'd like to see then, for if you're doing the guided setup, is for the chief engineer to step in and say, look, you know, using the data that we obtained from the FP sessions, here's what I think you should do with your setup, here's what I think you should choose for your tyre choice. You don't really get any of that, do you, at the moment? So I struggle to see what the chief engineer is doing, but I don't use a guided setup either. I mean, I have done, but I don't. I always use manual setup. And what I'd like to see there is a little bit more detail. Ooh, a little bit more detail. Oh, back ends up there, don't crash now, for God's sake. Yeah, a little mistake there in turn 5. What's the gap? Let's have a look what the gap is. 3.8 seconds. Yeah, manual setup. What I'd like to see in the detail there is, for example, rake and trail. Rake and trail is a measurement. I'd like to see the degrees of the rake and the distance of the trail. Because at the moment you don't really see that, you don't know what it is, and it'd be good if we can add that detail in. They have it in Forza, all of that detail is in Forza, which I play as well. I'd like to see that in this game, and then I'd like to see, if you change it, what are the effects of that change. And I think it'll really help you guys as well who are struggling with manual setup. It'll help you guys decipher what it is that needs to be changed on the bike. So round for lap 7 then. Tyres are doing okay. I think it was the right choice. We're firing ahead in front. So not much of a challenge on here. The other thing I'd like to see is the penalty loop. Yeah, I'd like to see the penalty loop in there. That'd be nice if we could have that. Other than that, I think actually this game is really good. Yeah, it's come on quite a lot. So let's have a look then. Lap 8, coming around for lap 8. So we're going to go hard on the brakes here into turn 1. Flip it over for turn 2. On the brakes a little bit, trying to keep a line as we go into turn 3. Now this comes out a little bit wide, and then we bring it in over the curves. This is around Rio Corner. That's difficult, especially when you're trying to talk and not concentrate. 4.5 seconds in front of Bezzecchi. Turn 7, hard on the brakes here. Trail braking all the way in and squirt it out of the apex. Get a bit of rear brake there. Rear brake to back it into the corner. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you'd like to see in the new game. Can't wait to see what they've done with it. I think there'll be a flag to flag. I think that's inevitable. I'll be picking it up as soon as possible. I'll be reviewing it on this channel. So subscribe now, guys, so you don't miss that. I'll be doing the full career mode. And I'll be, well, what I want to be doing is examining all the new features that are in it. Ooh. Well, we stuffed that corner, didn't we? Turn 5, but we're on the last lap. I think we've still got plenty of white space behind us. 4 seconds in front of Bezzecchi. So it's been a quiet race, hasn't it? The tyres have just lasted us. They're just starting to wear off now, so it was a good choice, I think. As we come round the last corner but one, the penultimate corner. No, we've got 2 more corners, sorry. What am I talking about? 2 more corners, last corner now, for another win. And depending on where Schrotters come, that might have put us in the lead of the championship.
The stars of this exciting race are finishing their final lap. Let's take advantage of these moments to take a look at the Moto2 final ranking.
So final results then. Bit of a quiet race, but you know, it did give us a chance to talk about the new game, which is great. So we come first, even with a penalty. We still was 3.5 seconds in front, so really good race. Marco Bezzecchi comes second, Sam Lowe's comes third. Marcel Schrotter though, 8th position. I'm thinking we have overtaken Marcel Schrotter and we are leading the championship now. Let's go and have a look. Riders' Championship, yes, so 194 points. We're leading the championship now by 9 points over Marcel Schrotter, and Luca Marini is still in 3rd place, so he's not moved, 23 points behind. So yeah, we're doing great, guys, we're doing fantastic. Let's go and have a look at team championships now. The VR46 team is still in front with 333 points. We are still in 4th, 72 points behind. We need some of our teammates to do a little bit better in these races.
Undoubtedly, it was a perfect day for him. In addition to the victory, his position also earns him 25 priceless championship points.
Yes, it does. We're seeing a few of these podiums now, aren't we? The reputation now is going sky high, it's going through the roof. We've managed to score the maximum amount of credits that we can score. Research data, we completed all of the FP sessions as well as the development sessions, so we get full research data as well. Don't think it's going to be a lot of use to us anymore though. So let's just have a quick look in the office, see where we stand. So research and development, nothing to do there. 3 weeks left for the engine, 12 weeks for the electronics. Technical staff management, there's nothing in there that we need to look at. Personal manager, we still got this proposal received. We've got 3 weeks left to No, we've got 5 weeks left to decide. Well, let's get rid of these. Well, let's not refuse anything yet, actually. So we got 5 weeks left to decide whether or not we want to ride the factory Red Bull KTM bike, or are we going to have our own team with the Ducati Lenovo GP20 bike with the customizable livery, which I think is what I'm going to do. We've got 9 weeks to decide on that one, guys. We did offer a negotiation package where we increase the signing on bonus, and we've got a couple of weeks left for that to come back, so we'll see what to say. Which kind of leaves us now to advance into Aragon, which is going to be our next race. So we're going to advance that week. Don't think that's changed anything here, so we've still got 2 weeks. Oh, we've got a few more notifications now, so let's go and have a look. New candidates available for the chief engineer. So we've got an A. I think we've got to go for him, haven't we? In terms of the frame development, it's not going to matter that much now, so I don't think we're going to really have that much of a chance to do any more development. In fact, we can probably do more in the electronic side and the engine side. Our synergy is going to take a hit. Let's just have a look here. So Subin Lee. Okay, so we've got Subin Lee, who we saved, didn't we, as a B+. So actually our synergy is going to be great, so we can accept Alexander Marble. Strange name, but we can accept him, because when we get into GPs it's going to be mostly about electronics. So let's accept our new chief engineer, and our data analyst we can accept Subin Lee, bring her on board, which will increase our synergy in the electronics side of things. So that's really good synergy there. Look, 78 on the electronics, which is going to really help us in the GP when we're in GP. So fantastic. Personal manager as well. I think this is going to be the proposal from Lenovo. No, it's not. It's the Red Bull team, who are just reminding us we've got 2 weeks left. So then guys, I think that's it for this episode. In the next video we're going to go to Aragon, and we're going to do a back-to-back at the Chang circuit as well. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode, guys. So hopefully I'll see you all there. Thanks for watching, guys. I've had a really good race this time round. If you haven't already done so already, please subscribe for more MotoGP content, and if you've liked this video, please give it a like as well. I do have my Instagram page as well, guys. There's lots of snippets on there, so please head on over to my Instagram and start to follow me on that as well, and you'll get some interesting snippets, like a small video about trail braking, for example. If that's of interest to you, please go over to my Instagram account and follow me on there as well. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.